Lynn Bourne with Southeast Hospice School Camp, and I'm here just to show you a couple of activities that you can do with your child at home to help foster good grief reactions with your child. First of all, we're going to do this activity is called picking up the pieces, and you're going to need a tub or something to catch debris. We're going to take a clay flower pot. You can use pottery of any kind. This one, if you go to Walmart or any kind of store that sells flower pots, you can usually find some that are already cracked. You can get them really cheap. You can get them at your home. You may have one stuck back in a cabinet or closet, shed. Just clean it out and you can use whichever one you want. So the purpose of this activity is to demonstrate to children, and this can be done with one child, multiple children in the family. It can be done as a family activity. The more engagement and involvement you get into this activity, the better off it's going to be. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the pot, and you see it already has a crack in it right here. We're just going to take a hammer. It's going to take a couple of. You'll see we already have one big chip. We're going to want big pieces. You're going to have to crack it a few different times. There you see we got several nice sized pieces. All right. Okay, so now that we have our pot broke, we're going to take the pot and turn the pieces to the inside. We have the curved sides, and we're going to write on the inside the different feelings that we have or thoughts that we have about that person who has died. For example, on this one, we've written lonely. We may write on another one here that, that I'm so sorry you're not here. We may write on there that, one of the things that kids tell me a lot is that they're so sad that the person is gone that maybe Dad even cries whenever he thinks no one's watching. So this is a way that kids can really kind of get out what they're feeling about that loss. And again, Dad could do this, Mom could do this, grandparents, whoever you're doing it with as a family unit. Every person can take a piece and write on the inside of it, draw whatever, what their feelings are about the loss. So once we have the inside all done up with how we feel about the loss, we're going to go to the outside. And we're going to flip those pieces over, and we're going to either draw again, write. You can cut out pictures out of a magazine. You can use photos. You probably will have to take the photo and put it on regular paper instead of photo paper. But you can use any of those types of things. And we're going to talk about the memories that we have and the support systems that we have in our lives now. So it's really important, especially when you have young children, that you really talk about the memories of their loved one, because a young child, as they grow up, starts to have those memories start to fade. What that person looked like, what they sounded like, their favorite things that they did with them. They may have been a really important person to them in their lives, but as they grow, those memories have a tendency to fade. So we want to maybe write some different things on there, like their favorite memory was making cookies with Mom. If they're a younger child, they may want to draw a cookie. Or if they're an older child, teenagers, it's great to be able to take pictures that they find and put them out here on different things. We'll come back and look at that a little closer in a minute. But then once you have the different memories written on the outside, then we're going to glue it back together. It's going to take a little time, so that's why I went ahead and did the finished product ahead of time. But as you see, when you do those big pieces like that, it'll fit together, kind of like a puzzle. But you'll be able to get all those pieces back in there how it came apart. This is going to be symbolic of how a loss is in our life, that we may feel broken and shattered, but with the love and support of others, with those happy memories that we have, we can move on and grow. And that loss is going to forever change us. We're always going to have those cracks that are going to be still there. We may have chips that are out, but we can still go on and have meaningful, happy lives, just embracing that loss along the way. So I'm going to show you the finished product of what it looks like when this is all done. Here's a pot, kind of designed for like what a teenager would do. Again, it has the different feelings or the things that they wanted to express about how that loss made them feel on the inside. And then on the outside, it had pictures of the different things that they really enjoyed and they loved about that person that make them feel better. So for example, like they have little kids sledding here, and like I said a while ago, sledding was one of their favorite memories. So it has on here, my favorite memory of you is when you took me sledding for the first time. You fell in the snow, and so we just made snow angels. They can kind of ride along the cracks in here, make it a little bit more meaningful for them. And then whenever you get done with that, I would probably encourage you to, especially if you put pictures on the outside, you're going to take some decoupage, kind of paint it on the outside and let it seal it. You can do that on the inside too, and then you can go ahead and use it. Use it to store treasures in, things around the house. You may want to use it as like a piece of pottery, use it on the kitchen table, or you can even go ahead and plant another flower in it and show that there's new life that comes out of a loss that happens. So, hope you enjoy the activity.